take the first. You keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mine, it's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Hey, crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get up.
Hail to the commanders, hail victory.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Panthers 60, Panthers.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
To the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Pack. 70 Timberwolves. 65 6.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Timberwolves, 19 Lions, Panther 11, 65 cats, Warriors 70, ready.
3rd and short, Daniels. Taylor going downfield, it's caught. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
This is Allen to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Pass play now. This is cut downfield by Allen. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 38 on that one. And the Giants are going to have the first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's completed out to the right. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
60 each.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
70 lock track and 60.
Throwing it on 2nd down. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Tiger. Ready, right?
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. Let go.
Daniel's going to keep it. That's no way to treat the reigning conference player of the week as they dump him for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Ready? Panther 60, Viking 18. 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 19 Lions. Okay.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Taking a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Cougar 19. Pioneer. Dragon 6, Cup 19. Cup 19.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Mevis ready to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Eagles. Smash.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. They give it to him again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame.
60 by 6. Go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Finds the connected lane, but it's intercepted. Mike Sandra still makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the bunker. And he gets this forward to the 19. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Play action now, Daniels. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it!
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw now. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 35 on the pickup. And it's good for a New York first down.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
60 Eagle. 72. Jump back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Throw caught at the 6. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. 19 Tiger. Now go.
They'll try and punch it in. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They give it to him up the middle. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side.
Come on, get play. Control the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
3rd and goal. Defense flooding the field with DBs.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Get up.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants get some late points and the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights, and the Giants take a 4-point lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Count.
Running it now out of the gun. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 60 Bobcats. 6-18. 5 in.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
60 Eagles. Press all 80. Let's go.
One drawn up here for Daniels. Oh, he drops and cuts to the right sideline. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 17, Giants 14. Harrison
Mevis ready to send this one away. This is Allen to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Back to throw. Forced out to his right. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Again to throw on 2nd. Held in by Lamb, right side. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. The Giants using their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
He's got it along the sideline. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
19 tight, 19 Bravo 80, 19 Lion. Check out.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
21. Commanders 17.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Let's go. 60 vices, 60 vices.
One final shot before the half. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's a return from the 7. And he takes the return out of bounds. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down now, ball at the 33. Another carry for him. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
See how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Takes the second down snap. Hits him on the out route. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And he's taken out just short of that marker, but a flag is out. So let's see if they're going to get a redo here on 3rd down. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Fields this one at the 3. Making some progress here. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close. The 40 before he went out. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
Daniels from the pistol. Caught by his fullback behind the line. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Gets everything he has under this one. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they'll decline this and take the results. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This is Allen to return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 23-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets it forward and still got a yard out of that. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
19.
A give now from the gun. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. First and 10 from the 43.
Ready. Rocco 80.
Lowered back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Working now from the gun. Flush down out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Let's go.
First down. Play action. He rolls to his right. That'll be complete to Gibson. And this one does not go far.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Cougar 19.
Looking in the air here. That finds Gibson, complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
70 Lions.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. This gets the first and more. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14.
A gain of 24 yards.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Lions.
They'll run here from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Mikey, cheese.
They're throwing it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Go! 60 Bison, 79 Broncos.
Third and long for him here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cougar 19. Check out.
Going ground on first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Giants take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Taylor going downfield, it's caught. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
7 Pirates, Cowboy 80. Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. He's trying to push the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Panthers, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Firing quickly out of line, Daniels. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy of that first down at the 30.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
70 Lions. Panthers 60, Panthers 10.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All set now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Bronco 80. Warriors 70.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Gets his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Here we go, go.
Now Daniels off the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This is Allen to return. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run it from the gun. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Back-to-back carries here. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that run puts him right back in the same old situation for 3rd down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. You could tell, just look at them down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work too.
Here we go.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants don't want to see this one go to overtime. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Set. Go.
Setting him on the dive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And no 1st down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
60.
That one's out and cut on the right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
They'll try and punch it in. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Even after the penalty, they'll just move it up and kick the PAT from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through.
Makes the score Giants 38, Commanders 31.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
Setting up to pass. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're not going to have to burn a the timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
70, let's go now. 18, tied in.
Here he is to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
They're lining up for two. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
Here we go, here we go.
Line up for the two-point conversion.
This one set up for Daniels. And he's going to run in for two. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win.
Harrison
Mevis ready to send this one away. This is Allen to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10.
Shut up. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Shut up.
Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. And this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Another throw here on second down. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from the 43. Here he goes, one final shot. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, heads up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from New York.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I get the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, fight Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble dance, my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please, let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break it way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines, the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 7 seats and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound you.